I understand like her name is Black Chyna, but and she's trying to be White Chyna, but
well, her birth name is Angela White.
Right.
People are saying she should just go by her birth name.
She's going back to her roots. But you know what? You can sell whatever you want to. You don't want it, don't buy it.
Right.
That's true, but I'm so not here for this at all.
Right.
Because it's yeah.
What?
The it just screams self-hate. Like, what are you doing that for?
She need money.
I mean, you all money ain't good money though.
I ain't say that. I think she's doing it straight up for the ducats.
Well, I do too. But I'm just like, it's just so horrible.
Let me ask you this though. So who is going to buy this? You think people are going to buy this because Black Chyna is associated with it? And you think she's influencing the market because it's Black Chyna?
I think so.
I didn't know she had that kind of pull or influence. But if people are, they stupid.
Yes.
They don't need their money.
That's true.
Give it to her. Matter of fact, skip the skin whitening. Just give your money to Black Chyna.
Guess how much it costs per jar?
Right.
It's got to be
$90.
What's your guess, Pip?
I was going to say $49.
$250 a jar.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You can go get you some Ambi for $5.95.
Ambi.
I say just use a little Awesome.
That cleans anything.
Awesome will clean the fuck out of your skin.
That does clean everything.
Your turkey, your stove. And it's only 99 cents for a big ass bottle.
Okay. No. I'm just like, be your color. Whatever your color is, be it.
Okay, so this is my thing. I'm more towards Pip. I mean, I understand your point of view, Rosalind, and I agree that it is a shame. It is, it is unfortunate because it's about self-hate and they're profiting off of that and all this and all that. I get all that. But at the same time, it's business. It's business is business. People are going to buy it whether she's selling it or not. It's not anything illegal.
Right.
It's not immoral or
no.
It's business, and she's trying to make some money and, feed her babies. Or whatever. I'm not mad at her, but at the same time, I'm not the one I wouldn't be putting Black Chyna on the pedestal anyway. I'm not looking at her as she's not my hero or shero or anything like that.
Right.
She's a stripper who's making the best out of, her situation. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? And I think it's all about perspective. You should look to your leaders to lead you and to be an example. Not everybody's a role model. Not everybody who's in the public eye and has some fame and some fortune is a role model. We want to make them all role models, but they're just not all role models.
And you should find your role models in your community.
That's right. You should.
And I'm not even looking at it from that standpoint. I'm just looking at it from, being a Black person doing something that, is a reflection of self-hate towards your race.
Right. I understand that, but you know what? Black people aren't the only people that do that. Asian people do it.
I know.
Well, we've talked about on this show how there's both ends of the spectrum where there are people of color who are trying to make themselves whiter, and there are people who are not of color, white people, are trying to make themselves darker. We talked about the woman who was, I think she's like a model or something. And she's made herself very, very dark. She's like Swedish.
Yeah, I heard that story.
She's kind of all over the place, and it's just people just need to be happy with who they are. It's really is a case of the grass is greener. People always want or want to be or want to have what they don't have. And it's.
In this particular product, because of what it is, I think that whoever the buyer is, it seems to me they got the problem.
Yeah.
Right. But if she was selling like lollipop flavored and shaped cigarettes, I might have an issue.
Right.
Yes. Because then you're trying to turn somebody into an addict.
Right.
Yeah.
But
it's like
preying on little kids.
Right.
Yeah. But it's like with the whole skin lightening thing, it's so tied to our history and how we were just like, brought down as a people and, ridiculed and just like oppressed about that. And it's a different connection than selling something else that's just like, that you may not think people should be selling. But, like you say, people can sell whatever they want to sell as long as it's legal. But her doing like, well, whoever is going to sell skin bleaching cream, I just think it is just the worst for, I can only speak for Black people. I know other people do it too, but like for us, it's like we were so oppressed because of our skin.
What if you want to put it on your asshole, make your asshole pretty?
I heard that's a thing.
It is a thing.
That is a thing. That's a real thing. Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
But like, my asshole is as is.
To give you guys a little history on this product, it came to the market in like 2014, right?
Okay.
And a couple years after it hit, 2016, Lisa Ray got into an issue with this woman.
The African woman.
Yeah,
yes,
I think
Denisha,
I know who she is.
right?
I've seen her before.
Lisa Ray did a movie. I don't know if it was her directorial debut or not, but she directed a movie. I think it was called Skin or something like that.
Okay.
But it was about this topic, skin lightening and things like that, whatever. And so she was out promoting that movie, and she was on a radio show and she was talking about it, and she was just talking about the topic in general. And she said she was just making up, like, she knew that there were products out there, but she didn't know the name of any products in particular, right? And she said something about, White Alicious, being, and she said
that's
she was
the one.
making a kind of a tongue-in-cheek reference to Beyonce's Bootylicious, and just, making and using White Alicious as this generic made-up term,
but it turned out to be a real
product for all these creamers, whatever. Well, it turns out that it's a very, very close. Very close to the name of this product, which is White and Licious.
Yeah,
right.
That sounded familiar.
So they send her, a communication about, to
like
retract and this and that, because
she
didn't just make fun of the name, or whatever, but she also said that they cause cancer. They do, and they do spots and this and that, and so, and then she said the name White Licious, which is very close to White and Licious, so. Whatever. Obviously, she took issue with that. Right. So she contacted Lisa Ray to have her retract with the radio company or the radio station. When they got the communication, they did a retraction. Lisa was like, I ain't about that. So they tried to contact her again, and she was like, I ain't about that still.
Right.
And then the next time she was contacted, it was like, she was getting served. And then Lisa Ray reached out to her, was like, hey, can we squash this? Can we settle this? Whatever. And she was like, by this time, she's pissed off, right? Because I reached out to you a couple times. You wasn't having it. Nah, bitch, now you about to deal with my lawyers, right? And so I can't find what the outcome of the lawsuit was. This was going on back in 2016, and the TMZ and nobody has any updates. Okay. So I don't know if it got dropped, or they settled it behind the scenes,
probably.
But I can't find any mention of what happened.
You're gonna see on Lisa Ray's Instagram gonna be some white and malicious.
I did see. Well, I saw a clip of Lisa Ray talking about it to TMZ, saying how when she was saying that she doesn't know anything about this particular product, and she thought she was making up a name. She didn't know she made up the name. Yeah, I believe it too. I totally believe it. She said, I didn't know I made up this name that's so close to this actual real product, and I'm not saying that product causes cancer because I don't know that, you know what I'm saying? I was talking in general terms about whatever. And so I do take that back because I really don't know, and how would I, whatever. And so she's like, this is a big misunderstanding and this and that, whatever. But yeah, I believe her, but I also feel like she kind of made a mistake by sleeping on those first couple of times she reached out to her to try to squash it. You know what I mean? So
she should have said,
I would have
bright white.
I would have been honorary. I would have been like, yeah, bitch, I said it.
I meant to say whitey righty.
I'm sorry, you don't play with me about my history of oppression. Okay.
I meant to say blank spot.
So, anyway. So last week, Pip, you mentioned that that Snoop Dogg was getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
He certainly did on Monday.
And he did. Yes, he did. Everybody's talking about his speech, though.
I didn't hear
in his speech, he thanked himself.
I love that.
Now, the thing is,
false humility.
I'm not mad at it either. I mean, I listen to it because, sometimes you have to hear things in context.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So I listened to him say it and whatever. And the way I don't have a problem with it. First of all, he thanked the whole lot of people.
Yes.
Before he got to himself, including God, and his wife and everybody. Warren G, he thanked a lot of people, even Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
He thanks a lot of people. And then he thanked himself for putting in all this hard work or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
No.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I'm not either.
So I don't really know what people got they panties in a bunch about this for, because it's just to me it's
He
just
did. He put in the work.
Like Pip with his 50th birthday, like going all out. Like, he deserved that.
Yeah, celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
Right. He deserved it. Like, he did do the work. He did work hard. He did, make himself.
He showed up every day for 25 years.
Right?
I don't have a problem with it.
He's still grinding.
Yeah.
He is still grinding. He has not stopped. He's probably grinding now harder than he was 20 years ago.
Plus, I have to say, Doggy Style, that holds up.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't believe it's 25 years old.
Okay.
Because that's a classic album. And he could have rested on his laurels from that.
Oh, yeah.
But he's done the movies. He's done TV. He's hosted things. He's produced things. Whoever thought him and Martha Stewart be up there?
Right, exactly.
Exactly. Commercials, all kind of stuff. And speaking of that Doggy Style debut album, a lot of people don't know or realize that a good portion of that is free. Now, I have to define this term. And see, when I say there's two kinds of freestyle. You young people, millennials, you have taken this word and have changed it into something else, right? And you guys mean freestyle as just basically a rap or something. You use it synonymous as a rap. But freestyle, before you guys got a hold of it, back when us old school dudes used to use it, it meant that you were making up a rhyme off the top of your head. Right. Improvising.
Right.
Exactly. Like improv. It was you just was making up on the spot. A good portion of that album is not written. It's just freestyled.
And his flow.
And it's like it's better than a lot of people's written stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah,
so it was good enough to be an
I love
album.
Snoop.
Yeah, he can congratulate himself. He earned it.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I believe in that.
For sure.
Because I like, one of my pet peeves about people is when they don't give themselves credit for anything.
Exactly.
And then they say, oh, it's all God.
Thanks to God.
It's all God. God did it. I'm like, you did that too.
Yeah,
okay, you can acknowledge God if that's what you believe in. Cool. But you got up and did whatever that was you did. So give yourself some a little praise.
Yeah, your God gave the same opportunity to other people, and they ain't got it.
Exactly.
Right.
Look,
Exactly.
You did it. I tell that to my mom from time to time because she always wants to give credit away to God. And I don't. Again, I don't want to take away from her if that makes her feel good about her God. But I'm like, but I saw you cooking.
Right.
You look like you're the one cooking. I ain't seen no Holy Ghost with no measuring cups.
Right.
So speaking of millennials and rap,
Tekashi
6ix9ine
This little
has been arrested and indicted on 6 federal charges.
He going down.
And could be going away for life.
Could be. He going down. The feds, here's the thing about the feds, right? Think about this. First of all, once you know the feds is on you, they've been on you.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. It's done.
Well, yeah, the reason why, this began before he was arrested. They confronted him and let him know that his life was in danger because his crew was planning on taking him out because he fired a bunch of them, and then he went on the Breakfast Club and said some stuff that they took as a diss and whatever else. And the FBI, who was on Tekashi 6ix9ine, they had wiretaps on him and some of his buddies. And so that's what it came across the wiretap that they wanted to.
Wow.
Right. They wanted to take dude out. So they approached him to warn him that his life was in jeopardy. But then he got served and they arrested him and indicted him on 6 felony charges.
I didn't know
including racketeering.
I didn't know that first part of what you said. Do you think that this might be a ruse to protect him?
I don't think that.
Because I do know on a much, much smaller level, when I was back in Peoria, and my cousin Angie, I don't know how she knows fucking everything. So there was a big murder that happened, right? And then they arrested, they had somebody in custody, right? And my cousin Angie's like, he didn't do that. Like, they just got him. That's protective custody, la, 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 la. And she had the whole thing. When the story did come out a year later, she had every detail right. The cops kept this dude because he was a link to the real killer, and they wanted to fool him thinking that they had somebody else and all this other stuff like that, and it was actually protecting him.
Wow.
Interesting. Well, the one problem with that theory is that they put him in Gym Pop.
Oh.
So
Yeah, they ain't trying to protect nothing.
Jim